Hey everyone, it's Orange. Welcome to Path to Decency EP42. Let's go ahead and talk about everything that I did on my account in the last week. One of the first things that happened was Free Rune Removal Day. In the last episode, I talked extensively about how I was going to work on my arena defense on Free Rune Removal Day because I honestly feel like I should not be C1. I feel like I should be higher. And I feel like arena has been kind of a problem area for me for a while. And I identified that my defense was probably the biggest issue, just getting hit too much, not actually being a real defense. Up to this point, I've just used things that kind of worked together. For the most part, my defense from week to week, I think my strongest defense that I've ever used before was Vero, Theo, Ritesh, Bernard. And that defense was only getting a 22% success rate in Conquer 1, and it was getting hit a lot, I think. We'll have to see how this one does, though, because I'm going to be watching it. I've been taking screenshots, like, when I switch it over and stuff, and hopefully I'll be a little bit more motivated to document this stuff more. To see how it's going. So I have my November rune video on my channel. I will also link it down below to you guys if you want to check it out. I'm also going to go over these runes really quickly. This was really the main thing that I worked on, my defense monsters runes. It was really nice. Everything worked out because I already used the first 3 monsters so much. I was totally fine with giving them really good runes. I didn't have to go too out of my way, and it was an efficient decision if we think about it that way because I'm already using them so much. Freya, she kind of wants runes that other monsters don't want, so I'm fine with runing her, and we'll check her out. So here's my Vero. I'll show you guys the runes, Violent Will, and I'm going to go around real quick just so I don't take up too much time. And here are his skill ups. Of course, this is just the first version of my defense. As time progresses, I guess, I will have better runes. I might happen to get better monsters that I want to put on my defense. So this is just the first version, and I think I made it as good as I could. Unfortunately, I could not put Ritesh on Will, but I think he'll be just fine, and he'll help a lot with that shield set on. Okay, here's Velajewel, and let's go over his runes. And then finally Freya. I'm hoping to get a Rush Hour video out for you guys. I actually recorded a Rush Hour video last week, but I thought it'd be kind of pointless because it was just really standard devolution, nothing really that exciting to show you guys. And if my defense does really well this week, I think a Rush Hour video would be fine to do because it's not really boring. I'd be able to report on how my defense did, and that'll be good information for you, I think, to just have on document, I guess. Okay, that's Freya, that's my defense, those are the runes. It's been doing really well so far, and I'm excited. I will bring you guys the official numbers as long as Rush Hour goes well. I mean, I will most likely do a Rush Hour video if I finish mid C2, you know, like if I finish somewhere around here, rank 1300, even further back, like, so C2 is rank 3000. As long as I finish rank 2000 or below, I'll probably have a Rush Hour video because I would call that a pretty successful Rush Hour. And if it's not a successful Rush Hour, according to me, I will just write down the numbers. I will probably take screenshots throughout the day tomorrow to see how much I'm getting hit from like hour to hour or whatever. Maybe not every hour, but I'll take screenshots to see how it's doing and how it's getting hit and stuff like that. And then I'll keep seeing how it goes. That was Free Rune Removal. I really don't think I worked on too much else, so that was kind of that. Also, okay, I just remembered this. I have to show you guys one monster that I was kind of proud of. I worked on my Theo a little bit. I did make a trade-off with him. I'm hungry. My stomach's making noises. So with Theo, he lost about 200 attack and about 10 speed, but he gained a lot of HP. We can see there plus 9,000 HP, and he gained a revenge set. I think his crit rate and crit damage went up, actually. So I think overall it was an improvement, and I'm going to talk about this later on. Maybe I'll just talk about it now. So he's on Violent Revenge. I think that's really going to help me in Guild Wars because that's where I use him the most, and I really rely on him so heavily to win a lot of battles for me because he's one of my best options for Guild Wars. Right now I'm currently saving Devilmon for him because I will have another Ifrit summon next week. I think I have 100 points right now, guild points, and I need 450 or whatever for another Ifrit. So if that Ifrit is a mirror, I'm saving Devilmon right now to Devilmon Theo, and if it's not a mirror, then I'm most likely going to put all these Devilmon on my second Lucian. I think that'll help me, so I just have 4 so far. I'm just kind of getting ready. Like I said, next week will be the Ifrit summon. Maybe, yeah, probably next week. I don't think I'll have enough this week. Another big thing that happened as we are on the topic of Guild Wars is that my guild finished G3 for the first time ever. Oh wait, hold on, we gotta back up a second. So that's crazy news, but we gotta back up. Sorry. I did finish C2 with 1 refill, but from that refill, I only used 2 wings. So it was kind of good. I didn't use this defense, I used my regular old one. So that was kind of whatever, but that's just a random update, I guess. Kind of maybe irrelevant. So let's go back, fast forward. We finished G3. It is very luck-based, so I'm pretty sure it's safe to say the only reason we got it was because we got lucky, and we also finished at the lowest possible rank you could finish to get G3. It was nice regardless to see those 3 red stars because for a while we've been finishing G1, and on those weeks where we do finish G1, some of those weeks are pretty hard. Everyone puts in a lot of effort. We don't have flawless battles, and that sucks. When you're putting in a lot of effort, you might be losing or drawing battles, and then you end G1. You know, you could have just been in a farming guild and just fucked off all week and gotten G1. We're still working on it. Last week, we also had, I think it was 3 temporary members. We had 3 guys, I guess they were, join us just for the week. Then they left. I don't know how strong they were. I looked at some of their accounts, and they weren't, like, anything really crazy. I don't want to say that to, like, insult anyone, but, because I don't want them to feel insulted, but it wasn't, you know, like, I don't think any of them were, like, some G3 player coming in just to carry. I don't think it was too much of their influence, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I didn't really look at their accounts. Then they left. It's totally fine, you know. I don't care. So this week looks kind of weird. We are currently getting hit by like 4 defenses. So this is our last sword right here. I think we fought this guild a lot of times, and I'm pretty sure we win every single time. I think we even fought them last week. And we're getting hit by 4 defenses, so I'll show you guys the battle record. So take a look at the last 2 defense successfuls, and then we'll go ahead and see. So we have like 4 new guilds, maybe even more, and I don't know how those are going to go. It'd be really disappointing if we finished G1, but whatever, I guess. Also, those guys that I talked to you guys, or that I told you guys about, those temporary members, one of them told me some things that I didn't really know about in our guild line chat. He was saying that you can declare your win before it tallies because points are calculated that way, I guess. So if we're fighting a guild and there are also other guilds fighting that same guild, whoever started their battle first will win first. So when guild battles close, so that guild's going to get the most points, and then the guild that we're hitting is going to get knocked down and we'll get less points. So he said that you can declare your battle and get the most points from that instead of letting it just shut you off. You know, guild battles are over, you're shut off. And sorry if you guys can hear my stomach. I need to get something to eat after this. And then there were some other things that he mentioned. I can go back and look at them. So those things are interesting to see, that there are things we can do to definitely help. We've been switching our defenses kind of not at the same time. Well, everyone switches them at the same time, but we switch them based on what rank we are. We used to always do it on Wednesday night / Thursday morning. but now we do it based on what our rank is, so that's been helping us, I think that's pretty much it for the Guild Wars stuff. I did one 12-hour EXP booster. I was just waiting around for it because I did want to 5-star my Freya. She was 4-star level 0 or whatever. I don't know if it's level 1 or level 0. So I was waiting around for an EXP booster. I've told you guys this. I have not purchased an EXP booster in a long-ass time. Like, I would say, I don't know, a long-ass time. I can't even remember when the last one was. So we have like a couple events going on, and one of them had a 12-hour booster. I think it was this one. Oh, wait. We had another one, though. The Rune Power-Up event. Oh, my God. Are you fucking kidding me? We had a Rune Power-Up event or something, and that event. I think the Rune Power-Up one gave it to me. I don't remember. But I waited for that, got it, did a 12-hour booster. I 5-starred my Dark Werewolf, Joltan. I don't know how you say that. I keep saying it different ways. Joltan. I 5-starred Freya. I think I'm going to keep her that way. I'm just, like, really ultra paranoid about Lucian's not killing her, like some weak-ass coming in here with his weak-ass Lucian and not killing her or something. So I've kept her at 5-star. Eventually I might 6-star her, though, because that'll definitely help with her attack. Maybe I can drop her HP down a little bit, because I think one of these runes, this one I remember, has, like, a lot of HP, so maybe I can just take that off her or something and drop her HP down, but 6-star her. The other 5, so Joltan, Freya, and Manshura, I don't know. I decided to go ahead with him because for a lot of Guild Wars, I use bruiser teams, and I think he'd be a really good option for another bruiser team. Once I get Will on more monsters than I have Will on and more shield sets, that pretty much sets you up for a free win against Orion, Sierras, and those teams are pretty popular among people. Or like Galleon, Zyros, Bernard, I kind of see those. So I built him with a shield set. I don't have a Will set for him yet. And I just decided to rune him up to see how he would look. I have full skill ups on him, so I don't know what I'm doing with him, but there he is. Like I said, I waited for that EXP booster. Everything's been going fine with EXP boosters for me. I farmed Necro so much. I had so many Rainbow Mon. In the last video, I think you guys can actually see how many I had. I had so many Rainbow Mon, more than I've ever had, ever. It was like a lot. I don't know how many, but it was a lot. Still, I somehow managed to lose Unknown Scrolls. I really don't know what's going on with the Unknown Scrolls. I think this is just it. Like, this is how things go now. You just don't have as many Unknown Scrolls as usual. So I'm kind of thinking, this is just from my perspective, that eventually I might have to level up 1-star monsters. I don't quite know, though. That's just what the trend, that's like what it seems like the trend is going towards. Because I think when I started the booster, I had 800 scrolls. Oh, my stomach. I don't know, though. So if you guys know about that, let me know. But my scrolls keep going down, even though I feel like I farmed Necro a lot. I burned off so many crystals and giants, too. I think in the last episode, I had, like, over 1,000 crystals. Well, I mean, I have been getting crystals back, like we got 100 today. I feel like I burned a lot, and I still only have 500, like what the hell? I should have way more at this point. So if it just so happens that leveling up 1-stars is how the game is now, I'm just going to have to adapt, and I'm just going to have to level up 1-stars. So that's kind of that whole thing. It's been a worrying trend, because I've been seeing those scrolls continue to go down, despite me farming my ass off, farming runes, because runes are one of the most important things in the game. So I've always been farming runes, and my scrolls keep dropping. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know what's going on with that, but I've been like, what the fuck, what's going on, you know? I don't know. Another big thing, I guess, that I thought about doing last week was working on my speed db10 team. A big reason why I haven't had a real defense up to this point. When I say that, I mean, like I told you guys, I just put monsters on my defense that I already had. That kind of made sense together. A big reason why I didn't have a real defense up to this point is because I didn't have anything really obvious. If I had something like Sierra, Praha, Perna, Orion, that is like so obvious, right? I would most likely have built all of those monsters for other reasons because they're OP as shit, so I would have been using them for multiple other things, and I've seen a lot of people use that defense. People don't really want to hit that, so I most likely would have already built that by this time. The defense thing hasn't been obvious to me, and then the speed db10 thing also hasn't been that obvious, but I did a little bit of research because I was like, hey, my db10 times are kind of slow. I think they're like 240 right now, and it'd be really nice if I could just start burning off crystals more rather than doing 2-minute runs. I started, I think, last week for maybe like a day or 2 or 3, I burned a lot of crystals in Giants just to burn them off because they were piling up. TOA hard and TOA normal are resetting soon, and I wanted to get rid of those in time. So I started thinking about a speed db10 team. What am I going to do? First, let's queue up Hall of Heroes while I keep talking because I'm neglecting my farming time. I did some research, and it just so turns out I have the perfect team. Everything's been handed to me on a silver platter of what I should build for my speed db10 team, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. A lot of decisions for me have been super obvious, like my raid, my R5 team. It was just so obvious. Everyone was saying what to build. Fire Panda, Darien, Lisa, Hua, whatever else I have, Chisoon, Colleen. So obvious. I had one of the best teams. For speed db10, it's the same situation. I am going to absolutely eat my words on chilling. I have everything I need and more. So the team that I'm looking at working on is Verd, Tark, Chilling, Hua, Galleon. And I think it's possible. There were some Reddit posts. I'll link those to you down below. I also tweeted about them randomly one day, just because I think someone was asking how I do my research. So since I started my research on the db10 stuff, whenever the tweet was, I thought I'd let people know. I usually always start on Reddit, unless I see something somewhere. So I started on Reddit. I just looked up speed db10, and then what do you know, the first post I come across has one of the perfect teams, and the most perfect teams, and I have every single one of those monsters. Chilling makes it just so perfect because he has a strip, a buff removal on his first skill, so you don't necessarily have to rely on killing the dragon before the right tower moves, because you have Chilling there. So that's the team that I'm looking at. I just have kind of some thoughts on it right now. I do use my Hua for Necro, so I'm worried about making her fast, and I don't even know if I have the runes for it. But in time, maybe next free rune removal day, I will look at putting runes on those monsters to see how they look, and then continue from there. So eventually that'll be going, but it'll probably take a while. I already talked about the whole Devilmon thing with Theo. I'm saving them just to make sure, or to be ready if I get Amir next week. And then if not, I'll probably put them on Lucian. I could be fusing skill ups, but I'm really lazy and I don't feel like doing that. If I ever want to fuse skill ups for my Lucians, I can probably just do that to finish them off. I don't quite know. But that's the decision that I made. We do have a light brownie magician Hall of Heroes, as you guys can see me farming right now. I'm trying to farm as many skill ups as possible for when I get my Orion. I think all you really need is his third maxed, and then I think if you max the second, it's kind of bad because he might use that more than the third. But I'm going to farm as many as possible just in case I get really unlucky and the first and second happen to skill up or whatever. You guys know how that goes. So I'm farming as many as possible. This is the team that I think's been working. I was trying to do B2 quickly, but it wasn't as fast as this, I don't think. I think my times were 2 minutes, and I was getting one summoning piece. So this is what I've been doing. This is the team. The runs are anywhere between 5 minutes and 30 seconds and 6 minutes and 40 seconds maybe. Not the fastest, but whatever. I'm just going to do my best to farm as many as possible. The other brownies are useful, so who knows, maybe I'll skill some of the other ones up one day. I don't quite know. Of course, I will keep one of the light ones because that's what you should do. Okay, and then the last thing on the list for this Path of Decency, I bought the level 10 upgrade of the Sky Tribe totem, so we are fully maxed out on the Sky Tribe totem, which was really awesome. I just did that because I feel like I need to be outspeeding people with my Lucians. It may have not been the most efficient decision because if anyone else argued that I don't need to be outspeeding people, I would probably be like, yeah, I guess you're right, you know. I guess it's fine, but I don't know. So I decided to do that. Hopefully this run won't take much longer so we can get out of here and take a look at that stuff. Also, I had someone comment, I forgot who it was, but I'll probably put it on the screen for you guys. They were commenting about efficiency with my attack buildings, and I do think they're right. I've just been lazy and I haven't thought about it. I think what I should be doing is buying the attack buildings of the other elements first before I buy the level 10 of like whatever of the overall attack building, because I think it's more worth it for those. At some point it won't be, and then I think at that point I should go into the level 10 of the everyone attack building. I haven't really been sure though, because some attack buildings have a higher priority for me, so they're kind of like more worth it, like the wind ones and stuff like that. So I don't quite know what I'm going to do, but I'll have to think about it a little bit more. I think I probably will buy the lower levels of all of the attack buildings, and then whenever it's inefficient, then I don't actually know what I'm going to do. But yeah, so something along those lines. And that is the end of the episode. We'll do the summons after this run finishes. And after the summons, I gotta start farming this more, because like I said, I'm trying to get as many as possible. And that is that. So now we're just gonna be awkward for a little bit while we wait for this to finish. And I'm thinking about what I'm going to get to eat. Maybe like a yogurt or something. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just figure it out when I get out there, though, into Lay Kitchen. Way to go, Beretta. Way to land those dots. Yay! Yeah, there you go. It's kind of slow. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the summons. We are pretty close to another legendary scroll, or I'm pretty close. Right now we just have mysticals, and then for anyone wondering, we have 19 summons for Orion whenever he happens to show up, and some other stuff down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the mysticals. Here we go. Wouldn't that be funny if I got Orion right now? It would be, right? Make it happen, Summoners War. Make it happen. Oh, Arena! I've been wanting one of those so badly. I need to save that. Orion! No. Oh, I don't have that one, though. Ooh, that's nice. That's actually nice. Arnold. I don't have that one. Oh, 2 lightnings. No. Oh, get out of here. I think that's like my 3rd Delphoy or something. And that is all. Okay, overall really good. A monster that I didn't have. Another Delphoy, I guess, for whatever. Delphoy might be useful in maybe Guild Wars if I ever wanted to build one. Something like that. And then Arena. Hell yeah, bitches. I might work on that soon, I don't know. I have skill ups ready for her in here. I do. So, that's it for this episode of Path to Decency. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep a lookout if there happens to be a rush hour video. Like I said, I don't know. It depends on how it goes. How my defense does. That's really the thing that it relies on. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys later.